following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
We got Carlos from California. Carlos, what's happening?
How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing great,
How
man.
are you?
Yourself?
Oh, very well, thank you.
That's awesome,
Thank
man.
you very much. Can I make a comment real quick?
Absolutely.
For me, it's a real challenge every time I'm doing a trade. And thanks to your help, I've been able to done a lot of things as far as trading. And I know there's a lot of Hispanic people who's listening, and they think this is a lot harder than it looks. But with your help, it's been a lot easier to make things sound very simple.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Well, listen, we appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Accept others the way they are. You cannot change other people. To try to change them is to fit what you think, what you want them to be, is like trying to change a dog into a cat or a cat into a horse. They are what they are, and you are what you are. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 48. NASDAQ is flat. S&Ps are down 2.5. Gold contract down $8.60, traded at $1,341 an ounce. Silver down 28 cents, $19.73 an ounce. Copper down 5 pennies at $2.15 a pound. Light sweet crude up 93 cents, $44.42 a barrel. Platinum down $15 at $1,124 an ounce. The notes, 10-year note up 16 ticks, 132.17. 30-year bond up a point and 7 ticks, 173 flat. King dollar down 163 ticks at 95.67. The euro is trading up 27 at $1.11, and the yen is trading at 101.27. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so we go look at the SPY. SPY's trading sideways, anemic volume. Bottom line, we hit all-time high yesterday. Hit the 218.94. You're at 218.32 right now. We'll see where this shakes out at the end of the day. I don't expect any big action. You could get, I suspect, one more test of this high that was generated yesterday, which is 218.94. NDX 100, little difference in the NDX 100 now. This is what you have. So the NDX couldn't handle price yesterday. We got to the 117.37, closed at 117.12. We're at 117.11 right now. Bottom line is if we close under the 117.29, you're still going to failure. The NDX itself is a weak indice. The weakest indice does look like it's going to be the Russell 2000, because the Russell, this is pretty cool what the Russell is doing out here today. So watch this. The Russell's up 6 cents. Now, that being said that it's up 6 cents, it's up with 9.4 million shares. It's going into the downdraft from even Wednesday. It was slight, but it's going into 19 million. We've got to a price point of $122.46. Bottom line is that we'll see whether we can close under $122.40. You close under that, that's saying that also wants to back off. Gold contract. Now, here's the deviant market, folks. Gold, silver, pretty intense. And this is what you have. Gold contract today, 8:30, the retail numbers come out. Gold shoots from the 13, let me see where we started from there. Gold took off, we were at $1,345. Gold shoots up to $1,362, and then what? Gives it up. Now, what it had done is this. It couldn't make it to the high of the last few days, which is 1363.60. So what you have up here is that we have a large seller, not only in the gold market, meaning physical market, and the silver market, but in the equities also. So what we've had here is that we've done now 222,000 contracts today. That's big volume, and what you have is that big volume is actually pushing into the swing low now. So we're at 1341. What I expect you're going to see is that this is going to go after the 1335, probably Monday, Sunday night. We'll see how we go after those two lowest swing points. The first one is 1335. The second one is 1318. If we go take a look at the silver market, same type of setup in the silver market. Yeah, with silver, we've done 74,000 contracts. Silver shot up to $20.23. Gave it up in spades. Silver also is going into its lowest swing point now of $19.51, and it's going in there with volume. So I expect both of them are going to pull back. And why? Well, guess what? We go over to King Dollar. When these retail numbers come out, this was a classic, man. It was really wild, actually. So King Dollar. King Dollar did just the opposite. King Dollar went down the tubes, but guess what? As it was going down the tubes, it did not get to its lowest swing point. It had lighter volume and a rejected lower price once again. So we had King Dollar get down to $95.19. You trade 95.18. We've done 18,000 contracts. Well, 18,000 is going against 35,000. So bottom line, King Dollar continues to want higher price. Pretty wild. And now bonds have continued to say that the market wants to trade to lower price. If we go over to the 10-year, what you're going to see is this. 10-year did 1.1 million contracts today, pushing into its higher swing point. Okay, so what we have is this. You're at 132.17. Your swing point in the 10-year, your lowest swing point is 133.04. We hit 132.29. I suspect we're going to be going right after this Monday, Tuesday. What you do have Mondays and Fridays in the summer are much slower. There's no two ways about that. And what we do have is that because you're getting deeper into August, that's when things can get a little bit slower. Why? Because the folks up north, they only have a few more weeks of summer, and that does make a difference as to who is working on Mondays and Fridays. 30-year bond. What do we have at the 30-year? 30-year, you've done 208,000 contracts. You are pushing into the swing point that was out there from the 29th of July. And you're pushing in there. It's going to need more volume. But the swing point is 316,000. I suspect it's going to go make a run for it. We'll see whether I got enough volume. When you do put this together, what the setup is, what it looks like the setup is that the bond market is continually to say, we've been sideways now since July 14th. That is saying that, guess what? When the shoe drops off here, the shoe's going to drop off, and we're going to go south. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow is down 47. Nasdaq's up 1. S&Ps are down 250. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 51, NASDAQ is flat, S&Ps are off 2. Let's go to George in Tampa. Hey, George, what's going on?
How you doing, Tom? Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding, man. Appreciate it.
I was calling about FCX. I bought it today. I was hoping to get a bounce out of it next week, but going by what you were saying, I might not get it.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. So we got FCX. This is Freeport-McMoRan. This is one of the largest copper and gold companies in the world. So you've been in a consolidation for quite a while here. And I wouldn't hang here over the weekend. What you have now, this is pulling back on light volume, George, okay? But 1125 is game here. 1125 to like 982. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay. These commodities, these metals, basically, it's been a deviant move, meaning the last 3 days. What has happened, folks, the last 3 days is that the equities, as well as the metal itself, has traded up. Each and every day they've sold off. That's a problem. That's saying that, hey, guess what? This seller's here. And, the deviance of the move, particularly, like yesterday, I was convinced that this morning was going to be a bad day in the metals, and then all of a sudden it went topside again. So, oh my God! I said, okay, I said, okay, man, maybe it's going to go. But guess what? They sold it off at 12:30, folks. Man, it was vicious. It was just fast, furious, and all of the above. You know what I mean? So.
I bought it this afternoon, so I'm not too bad a shape.
No, exactly. And
you got time for one more?
Sure.
This is our old buddies from BGO. It's a company, BTG.
BTG. Okay, so let's. Oh yeah, this is BGO. Yeah, they just changed it. Okay, so it's B2 Gold Corp. The Clive Johnson still running the deal. Do you own it?
No, I sold it already.
Good
but
for
I
you.
was looking for retracement. I thought I could get back in around. I already forgot what I figured. 208 or 218.
No, you're right. You're right. Okay, man. Thank God you sold it. So check this out, folks. This one's going to be. This is really cool. What's happened here now? This hasn't turned yet, but it actually has turned today. If you want to see something, how you get an expansion of volume after a high, and you very well may have volume off the top. So this hit a high yesterday at $3.64. It did it with 5.7 million shares, right? You're down with 11.1 million shares today. And this is after a rocket ship ride, folks, okay? 6 months ago, the stock was at 95 cents, and guess what? You're at 3.44. And yeah, where I'd benchmark it, George, is that June 17th area. In fact, if you're in the metals market, folks, that June 17th area is a benchmark in just about all the equities, and that'd be 228. Yeah.
Yeah, I sold all of them. Do you think they'll fill the gaps on a lot of these?
Yeah, I think the longer that a lot of these had stayed up here, and that the deviance of the move, meaning that they looked like they were going to go, then they failed again. They looked like they were going to go, they failed again. That's a makeup of a larger correction, man. You know, which would make sense because I'm sure you were up 150, 200% on these. I mean, that doesn't happen, folks. So, yeah.
That's why I sold them. But
me too.
what I was looking at as a .382 retracement, it hit some of those gaps. So that's the reason I thought it'd at least go down to some of those gaps.
What hasn't happened yet, it really hasn't released enough information. And what I mean by that is that as we get into a lower swing point, we get to see whether the volume expands or not. If the volume doesn't expand, guess what? It will be a light retracement. My take is that the volume will expand. But if it doesn't, it'll be a light retracement, and we'll be buying back in quicker than I thought we were. But at this point, if you just look at Rango Resources, which is one of the strongest, well, it has been the strongest one, this is doing another ABC down. So this is a problem, in the market, I think.
Well, what I ended up doing is I put buy orders in, and then I'll figure out when you get your letter, if you have a buy, I just buy it then.
There you go, brother. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Let's go to Reddy in Michigan. Hey, Reddy, what's going on? In New York, rather. Hey, Reddy, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. Great show, great show. I really love your show.
Thank you. Appreciate listening.
Listen, I'm looking at Yelp, YELP.
Yeah.
I understand this is a short squeeze. I want to know what are the signs that short squeeze might be coming to an end and the stock might actually take a downward direction. What are the signs?
Yeah, I don't mess with. So Yelp has 11% short position. You're trading at $38.44, but why do you think it's a short squeeze?
The business model, there was a movie right from Brooklyn here on Yelp.
Yeah, but they made money. They just come out with numbers, and the numbers were pretty good. I mean, they just, last year they did $549 million. This year they're doing $707 million.
Right.
So.
Okay,
so let's go back to answer your question, though, okay? There's no way that you know when a short squeeze has ended. That's my take on it, okay? This equity already got killed. It went from $101 down to 14, Bottom line is that, I think you can get, this thing can bounce up to $44 or something. And then, there's much easier trades, man. I just let it be.
You got it. Thank you very much, Tom, for your advice.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
You too, sir. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Let's go to our man Carlos in California. Carlos, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
Doing great, man. You ready for a good weekend?
Oh, yes, I am ready. Thanks for the intro. I heard the intro, and
how's that, huh?
it's a good one. Thank you.
I like it.
Tom, I have a question related to the platinum slash PL. And the
okay.
Futures. I short the on Wednesday.
Yep.
Because, like you said, there's always most of the time when they try to run something up just to let it drop later on.
Sure.
And seems like that day was exactly the day for the metals to clean up where it was short, and I happened to be short that day. When it dropped, I covered yesterday.
Okay.
Half of my position, but I have the other half.
Keep it.
Honestly,
keep it.
Keep it.
Yeah, because what you had out here today is you had a big expansion of volume, man. You get a follow through with volume here. So, I think Sunday night, this dollar wants to go higher. Whatever is going on, it looks to me like this dollar wants to go higher, and it's going to basically, put some selling pressure inside the metals market. You know, I mean, what happens, folks, is whether it doesn't matter where you go to the XAU, the HUI. I'll go to the second best gold stock out there, Royal Gold. Guess what? That gave it up too. You know what I mean? They're giving it up. There's sellers out here, man, in a big way. So, you know.
Now, can I ask you this? Yesterday, I noticed platinum dropped a lot faster than gold.
Yes.
Gold was looking decently. And can I stay a little longer?
Yes, stay right there. This is Tom O'Brien. We got our man Carlos from California. We want to hear from you folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now are down 50. You get the NASDAQ flat. S&Ps are down 250. We're going to be right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow down 46. NASDAQ is up 1. S&Ps are down 2. We're talking with our man Carlos from California, and we're talking platinum.
Yes. Tom, what I was going to say is I noticed gold was decent yesterday.
Yes.
As far as the pullback. But I noticed this morning when the number came out, the platinum just spiked with gold. But I was listening to your program this morning with your son, Tommy.
Yes.
And the discussion you guys had about the spike, it gave me confidence that this move was not going to remain. And actually, I remain on my other half. But I have to tell you that the other half is 5 contracts. and even it's still a decent size of my margin account.
Okay.
I want to make sure I don't give up that much of my profits.
Yeah, I don't blame
I
you.
short this position around 1187.
Well, that's
notice on the chart.
and right now, folks,
was-
this is at 11:29. So it's pretty intense. There's no doubt. You know, oh, this is wicked, man. I'd still stay there. You know, this is what you have. Okay, so I have the future contract up, folks. So when we went topside on the 27th, right? What you did is that, you know, you had nice wide price spread. You went from 1,093 to 1144. Well, we're at 1129 right now. So what's going on is that what's happening is that you're into that bar, and it really, you know, you're in that bar by $15. And two different things ended up happening, Carlos. You know, you had the volume with you as you come down. When you're in it with $15, it's like, okay, you know, you get 1093 on the table here, you know?
Yes.
You know, it doesn't, you know, I would trail the stop, though, okay? There's no reason to, you know, just leave it there. I mean, you could put a stop on the other side of 1137. Where I'm going, I think you're watching Tiger TV, where I'm going,
Yes.
that spike at 1 o'clock, let me put this closer so you can kind of see this. So what I like to do, folks, is this, is that when you take we had a spike at 1 o'clock, right? And it goes from 1137 to 1125. Well, I'd put the stop above the 1137, you know, because it's going to be really hard to get through there, and not just for that bar, but then watch when you go over to the bar that happened at 5 o'clock this morning. The bottom of that bar, we went from 1145, folks, to 1134. So the bottom of that bar is 1134. You see what I'm saying? So when you can line that up at two different bars, which is pretty cool, you put it above it, which would be above 1137. It means it has to get through there and has to get through the other seller that was out there at 5 o'clock this morning.
Well, Tom, thank you very much. And
Great trade, Carlos.
Thanks to you, Tom, because I couldn't do it by myself. I'm very sure that every host that you have and your son and you, when you discuss things, I try to listen to them all night because I am training all night, and listen, and it's doing some help, not some help, really big help. And I really want to appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate you growling a problem with us out here, man. You're a trooper, man.
Thank you very much.
Hey, when we come to California, I can't wait to meet you, man. Well, I'm coming out there. We're getting out there, man.
Oh, yes, that's for sure, Tom, anytime.
Cooking, brother.
I'm more than happy to meet you. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. If we go, one of the callers, he wants to look at U.S. Steel, folks, okay? So U.S. Steel X, trading at $21.16. So this has been a little rocket ship off the lows. You know, last 6 months we just went from $7 up to $25. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so yeah, this is a heads up too, man. Holy cow, look at this. Let me put this here. So what do we do? So if we do an A, B, C, so 730 with an A, 20, so it's approximately 13 was the A to B. That's $25. Okay, so, and went to 27.64. What this did, folks, is this. This finished a long-term. So watch what happens with ABC structures, folks. You have ABCs intraday, you have them daily, you have the weekly, you have the monthly. So this did a weekly ABC, up, okay? Nice move, okay? You know, it went $2 over the one-to-one price projection. Well, when you finish an ABC up or down, most times you're going to do something different. It doesn't mean you do something different and the stock gets destroyed. It's just that all the buyers are in. You're gonna, if it's ABC up, you're going to get a pullback. If ABC down, you're going to get a counter trend bounce. Now that's what this is doing. What you look for, though, is you look for how do we pull back? Okay, well, this is a problem because we went topside. the week of July 29th, and you go topside with 104 million shares, well, guess what? We're going down with 98 million shares. So what do? Well, you wait. You go look at the next bar, and the next bar is at $14.54. And guess what? We're trading at 21. I'd be just sitting there with my hands in my pocket. Now, what's really cool here is this. If, in fact, you get down there, then you're going to have a consolidation. The bottom of the consolidation would be a rejection of price at the 14.54, and then you have the highs of 27.64, because at 27.64, you also have volume up there, okay, which is just so cool. That's on the weekly. If we put this on the monthly, let me just see what it looks like. And on the monthly, yeah, see, this looks good in the monthly, too. So check this out. You know, I talk a lot about ICE. This came up to ICE, and it came up to ICE, folks, with volume. And so the move, when this had come down last September, September of 2014, it goes from $46 down to $6. Well, ICE was laying out there $27. And all ICE is that when you kind of come down to a next level, it goes up to ICE, but it goes up to ICE on a monthly with 300 million shares versus 228. So when you look at something like that, what you're looking at is saying, okay, we have more demand than there were supply up there. So it can take the supply line out, because that's the supply line. The supply line would be bars at higher price that people are trapped in. That's the supply line. There's extra supply out there. They want to get their money back, get even, lose a little, whatever. Okay, bottom line, that's a supply line. When you're coming up to a supply line and you have more buyers than the supply line, that's dynamite. So it looks to me like the stock gets, actually on a monthly, you can be really looking at this at $17.04. Because that, on the monthly bar, that's where, that is the high volume, and you very well could get a rejection of lower price at that point. And what you do have, and this is what's pretty cool, you know, the way it's set up, is that when you're coming down with so much volume, and let me see what 17 bucks is. 17 is right in here. And it's going to be, you know, it's pretty hard to continue down or continue up with volume expanding. You know, so bottom line, keep your hands in your pocket and see how it comes into that level. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow right now is down 37. NASDAQ is up 3. S&Ps are down 1. We're going to be right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to Big Blue. So, IBM, folks. Let's see what we got here, because this is going to get intriguing looking at IBM. What we had is this. IBM is trading at $162.03. You had a spike in IBM yesterday. We got into a high of $164.95, and you had volume behind the move, 8.7 million. Now, let me bring this back and put this on a monthly. No, I'll put it on a weekly first so you can see it clearer on a weekly. Okay, so IBM has had huge problems for a few years now. What is IBM doing? IBM, folks, is going into its downdraft from October of 2014. Okay, now that level there, the bottom of that level is $161.10. The volume, you want to watch how this shakes out. This is pretty intense. The volume was 69 million shares. Okay, so last week, 2 weeks ago, you went up with 13.7 million. Last week, you went up with 15 million. This week, we did 19 million. This baby is going to have a really tough time getting through this whole area. And the reason I wanted to look at it, you know, I wouldn't short IBM right now, but it's getting real close, because what seems to happen is that when an equity is going to go south and goes south pretty good, what normally happens is that you go sideways, like we've been going sideways since July 14th. Then you get a spike. And the spike in this particular case was quite a spike, okay? So, you know, it got up to the 164.95. And, you know, you can make a case there that, hey, guess what? That's an ABC up. And it would, it absolutely would, and it is actually on a daily basis, that's a confirmed ABC up. The problem is, of course, once you put this on a weekly, you take a look at it and you see what it's going into. And on the weekly basis, if we close right here, you're going to have a failure. Let's see, 160. Oh, this is pretty cool. You're going to have a failure on price and on volume. And what it has done is this. This week, we went to $164.95. You got over the $162.17 where you had 24 million shares. That was 4 weeks ago. And we're going to have a lot lighter volume. So that's a heads up in the context of kind of where we are in the marketplace, how long we've been going sideways in the marketplace, all of the above. If we go and we take a look at the volume characteristic out here today, what you're going to see is that right now we've done 503 million shares in the NYSE. That'll say we'll come in about 700 million, which is one of the lightest volume days we've had. And the NASDAQ Composite, we had a really light day. Yesterday it was 1.5 billion. Today you're going to do, in 15 minutes we can do more than 250 million. You'll probably do around the same amount. Let's go look at the Qs. We take a look at the Qs. What the Qs have done is they've done 15 million. Oh, this will be cool. We actually can look at the. Okay, so check this out. This is pretty cool because you can put the weeklies up right now. So we're at 117. Last week we did 86 million. This week, 69 million. So 15 minutes, it'll do a couple million. You get a close. Yeah, but guess what? It's going to close at a high. This is wild because on a weekly basis, it's saying that the Nasdaq can test its highs again. Let's do the SPY and look at the SPY. SPY put this on a weekly. Last week you did 338 million. My God. And thus far we've only done 262. So the SPY just has to close over $218.23. Yeah, you get a contraction of volume, and in fact, we've had a contraction of volume. The swing point it took out was 466 million. So this has been the fourth week that we're up here with light volume. When we actually did go up on the week of July 15th, you had some decent volume there. Not big volume, but you had decent volume. You did 460 million, versus that 466. So you were shy 6 million, which is not the end of the world. Since then, however, guess what? Distribution in spades. That's what it's all about, folks. Pushing paper out at highs. If we go to the XAU, the HUI, you're going to see the same type of setup. The XAU today had a high of $114. You're at $111 right now. It's not only giving it up. Let me see what this is going to look like on a weekly. Yeah, on a weekly, it's also going to be giving it up. On the weekly, it's tested the highs once again. I won't have the volume for the full week until tonight. But coming in, we had 183 million. Yesterday was 130. Well, for the week, 132. The Gold Bugs Index, same type of setup in the Gold Bugs Index. That had a high out here today of 285. You're at 278. And all of these, the metal portion of it in particular, folks, absolutely makes sense that you're going to get a pullback. If you do get the gold report, of course, you'll get that issue coming out on Monday morning. If you'd like to test drive the gold report, folks, great time to do it. You can come over to our website at TFNN. You go to newsletters. You go to investment newsletters. You can test drive the gold report for 30 days, absolutely free. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, you can test drive that 2 weeks. When you're at newsletters, go to trading newsletters. What we do have in all the equities out here, in fact, we can go through a few of them for you, is that you had the 13F filings come out. So the 13F filings, folks, is that at the end of every quarter, that's when the larger funds and investors have to show to the SEC what they've bought, what they've sold. So the 13F filing, it is late by 45 days because it gets public 45 days from then, but you can glean quite a bit of information out of them. One of the gold equities in particular, PHDC, that, we just felt that, like what the heck is going on with was Gold Corp. And sure enough, when you look at Gold Corp, and you look at these filings, now, if you're watching Tiger TV, what you want to be looking at is that not just the dates on your right-hand side, but you want to be looking at what was the filing as of 6/30. And as of 6/30, what you're going to see is that the first one is like 4.1 million shares sold. Second one's 3.3. Next one's 3.2. Next one's 2.2. Next one's 2. The next one is 1.3. These are all millions. Next one's 1.1, and then you take a look at, you can get used to this over the course of a long period of time. That what I'm always looking for is this. Fidelity, folks, is the largest mover really inside the gold market. And because they have so many funds, MFS follows them, State Street follows them. So what ends up happening is that when they're going in, all those firms are going in. And it's beautiful. When they're going out, oh man, get out of the way. Because when they're going out, it's a freaking bummer. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So we had a question about Expedia. Now, thanks, Dano, for asking me this because, you know, I've been talking about this. The Expedia bought HomeAway, folks. And HomeAway, you know, we have a lot of short-term units in the real estate fund that we have. And we do a lot of business with HomeAway and Airbnb. Well, it used to be all HomeAway. I mean, and the difference is that HomeAway, if you want the premium listing, is charged, you pay $1,250. Bottom line, the difference has been so dramatic that Airbnb is like taking over the business. That I said, man, I want to shot HomeAway. Well, Expedia bought HomeAway, okay? So you can't shot HomeAway. That being said, so now let's look at Expedia. Expedia is traded at $116. The low for the year is 88. The high is 140. So the question is this an ABC down? I like how it's doing a counter trend bounce, and it could be. You know, you have a high volume low here at $100.84. Let me put it on a weekly for a second. $106, I see. So you actually have a high volume low too from February 2016. Now the high of that bar is 106. And then we went up in July to 119. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't sell it. This is why. So watch what you have here. This has a high volume low. But what happens if you're going to go short on equity, folks, right? You never want to see volume come out of it at all on the upside. And this has come out of it a few times. You know, we had good volume the week of July 29th. It got to 118. We had good volume the week of April 29th. April 29th, you had good volume, goes to 118. The week of July 29th, has good volume, goes to 119. Yeah, it's not ready. It's not ready to, it's not ready to shot. That's how that baby is set up. So Sunday night, what we have out here, folks, Sunday night, the thing to watch out here, I expect, is going to be that dollar. The dollar looks to me, somehow, some way, this thing wants to crawl all the way back topside again. You rejected lower price again. You did it with lighter volume. You can have rejection on, let me do this on a weekly for you for a second, because I get a feeling on the weekly it's going to be the same thing. Which, let's see. Yeah, on the weekly, it doesn't even look like anything happened to the dollar. It's traded just where it traded last week. On the daily, what you have is that you have that rejection of lower price. It didn't make the swing point. When it doesn't make the swing point either, folks, that is a heads up that, guess what, the thing is strong. So bottom line is that, the Fed meetings, okay, I don't expect that they're going to go up on rates. What I do expect, folks, is there's going to be more jawboning in the marketplace, that markets are at highs, job number is up. Bottom line is like, why aren't you going up on rates? Well, they're not going up on rates, folks, because the bottom line is that the worldwide rates are so inexpensive. The probability is like it gets over 51% in March of 2017. But somehow, some way, that dollar wants to go up. Who knows why? And it very well could go up because of this. Because as markets pull back, the bond market, we have the highest rates, okay, in the world. Just about. And a first world atmosphere, let's put it that way. So what happens, folks, is that if you buy notes, if you buy bonds from the Treasury, you need U.S. dollars to do it. So as governments and sovereigns around the world want to go in the market, guess what? They got to turn their currency in to our currency. That puts juice in the dollar. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great weekend, safe weekend. Look forward to speaking right back here Monday morning, 8 o'clock. Go get them, folks.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.